Hello guys, so now is the time for us to implement the feature which can show us all the friends of the current user. For example, this is our homepage, and when we click the See All Friends button, then we want to be redirected to another view controller which shows all the entire list of all of the friends. Okay, we are now going to the Xcode, and we're going then to main storyboard. One more update that I would like personally to do is I'll try to drag your label and to keep the same font as for the button, and this is Helvetica Neue Medium 15, so the same I want to keep here. Custom font I select in the attributes inspector, size will be 15, and the style will be medium. Okay, great, and here I'm gonna name it Friends, like in the official Facebook app, and we can keep it, let's say, dark gray color. Okay, very good. So don't forget then finally to add constraints, which will be top and left. Okay, and here we can make it fixed leading. Okay, great. So we can now build and run. There will be just a handsome label there. Okay, so now we need to integrate one more view controller which will be responsible for the all friends. Okay, this is how it looks now. It looks much more better, guys. Okay, so we're gonna now implement this. I will search among the options in the right panel for the object called UI TableViewController. Okay, so I will just simply take it and drag it to the main storyboard. I'm gonna just place it here. It doesn't matter where you're gonna place it. I just want to place it here in the logical order. Okay, then, so this is our table view controller, which will store the entire list of all of the friends. So now the logic is when we click the button, which is see all users, then we want to be redirected to the new table view. Okay, so we need to make action connection a segue from the see all button to our table view. So select your button, which is see all, for example, see all friends. I'll select it from the left panel. It doesn't matter from the main server or from the left panel. I prefer for the safety reason to use a left panel, so I will not select, let's say, a constraint while dragging it. Okay, so this is see all button. Hold Ctrl left mouse click, drag it to our table view controller and release it. And we're gonna select the method which called show. Brilliant. Okay, so when we click now this button, we will be redirected to the table view. Okay, so as you see here, as in the Facebook, when we click the see all button, then it redirects us to a table view controller, and then at the top we must have a navigation bar. So as you know, we're hiding our navigation bar even though our home view controller is the part of the navigation bar. So what you can do is select your navigation controller, which is for the home view controller. Here, go to the attributes inspector. Once you select the navigation controller, so tick here shows navigation bar. Tick here, then it will start showing the navigation bar. Okay, so then what we will do is, then we need to change the bar color. So then select the attribute, select this navigation bar right at the top, bar tend, select our Facebook brand color, then scroll down and the background, let's select a Facebook brand color. Great. And for the back button, just put here, you can put here a space. Then we need to make the text, which is tint, we need to make it white color. So this is a white color. Okay, very good. So then select the navigation bar of the home view controller. Select this navigation bar. As a back button, here make a space and click enter. So then it will remove this title, which is a back. Okay, so then what we will do is we'll just simply double click here. We will put here navigation title or navigation item, something like this. And here the title we will write friends. Okay, so then we will change the text color of the friends title. Okay, select this navigation controller, then select the navigation bar. Here we got a title color, select white. Okay, now it changed to the white color and it shows friends. Okay, so moreover, we will have to program the appearance of the cell for this for our friends view controller. Okay, so what we will do is I will make, for my case, the height of the cell is 100 pixels. Then I will search for the object, which is a UI image view. This will be profile picture of the person. I'll just drag it here, and the height, let's say I'm gonna put it something like 17 to 17. Then I will align it to be right in the middle, like that. Then in the attributes inspector, I'm gonna place there a placeholder, which is a user.png. Then we're gonna search for a label that will show the full name of the person. Okay, I'll insert it right here, and I'll stretch it something like that. Then the font, we're gonna select a custom font. It will be regular and 17 pixels. It is fine. Okay, so here I'll just write some placeholder to see how the full name will be looking like. First name, last name. This is what I just write. Okay, brilliant. So then what we will do is we need here one more button, which will be add remove the friend from the list of the friends. Okay, so for that one we will go to our friends view controller. We can go directly to the search to the friends table view, where there is for example a request, and then we can copy this remove button. We can copy remove button. So I will copy this button. I selected this remove button, and here at the top I will copy this. Then I will come back to my friends view controller. I'll select the cell, and then I will paste it like that, and I will place it right below the name, and I will align name in the button to be right in the middle, something close to that. Okay, so I will select the background color in order to see a difference and to see the alignment. I'll here select rope table view color, then programmatically we're gonna change the background color. Okay, very good. So now I would like to make an alignment layout for all of these objects. I start from the image, select your image, make it top left width and height. Very good. Then we select the cell, make it top left and right. Then we select the button, we make it top left and width. Brilliant. So this is how we program this. So now the layout is done. Now we can make a first experiment of segue. We will make a first experiment of segue. The behavior of user of logic we will program by creating a dedicated class for this view controller. Okay, I'm going to home page. Then I'm gonna select, for example, see all, and here we go, we are redirected. And once we come back, we want to hide this navigation bar. This is what we want to hide. Okay, in order to hide it, before we will hide it, I'd like to make the following improvements. For example, this label friends and see all, I want them to be aligned accordingly. So I will clear constraints for the friends button. I will make left constraint. Then I will hold Ctrl Left mouse click drag to the see all, and I will write here center vertically. So now it must be showing in the better way. Okay, now in order to hide the navigation bar on the home view controller, we're gonna go now to home VC. That is our home VC, and we're gonna write one function which is called view will appear. I'll write it right after view did load. So that is our view did load, and I'm gonna write here one function which is view will appear, and super dot view will appear animated with the animated. If you have watched my another course about the entire Swift programming, so you know all of these protocols, how they have been created, and what are the hidden features of these protocols. This is, as we know, preloaded function. And here we want to hide the navigation bar. So first we need to access our navigation controller. Then we need to set navigation bar hidden. Set navigation bar hidden true. Animated false. We don't want it to be animated. Hide navigation bar on home page. So this is what we're doing. Okay, very good. So now I will create a dedicated class for programming behavior for the Friends View Controller. I right click on the project, then I select a new file. It's going to be Xcode touch class, subclass of UI TableViewController, and the name will be my friends VC. Click enter and click create. Okay, that is superb. So we will create one more class which will be responsible for the cell of my friend. Okay, so we've got a UI table view cell object, so we need to create a dedicated class for this table view cell object. Right click, then select a new file, then Xcode touch class, subclass of UI table view cell, and I'm gonna name it my friend's cell. Click enter and hit create. Okay, that is done. Then we're going to our main storyboard, and then we need to assign these classes. Okay, first select your friends view controller by clicking this orange or yellow button, then go to the class inspector and here make a reference to my friends view controller. Then select your cell right over here by tapping on the white space, go to the class inspector and right here my friend's cell. Very good. So now we'll make an outlet connection. Select your image view, right, call assistant editor, and then here select my friend's cell. So let's make an outlet connection now. Hold Control left, select the image, hold Control, select the image, make sure that you're in the my friend cell. Hold Control left mouse click, drag it to the class. That will be Ava image view. After that, right after, we are selecting the full name, hold Control left mouse click, drag, and we're pasting it right after Ava image view. Full name label. Then we are selecting the button, hold Control left mouse click, drag it, putting right after full name label, and that one will be remove or remove button, for example. Remove button. It will be an outlet connection. Okay, now we will have to program the appearance of the remove button cell, and also when we come to the friends view controller, we want to show the navigation bar, and when we come back to home view controller, we want to hide it. Okay, as you see here in the home view controller, in the view will appear, we are hiding navigation bar. So now we need to show it in the my friends view controller. I will just clean up the code. I'll delete all the comments. I'll delete the receive memory warning from my another course. You know what is that actually. So that one I will delete. And here, right after view did load, I'm going to write one more new function, which is view will appear, super view will appear, animated. Okay, this is preload function. This is when this is the firstly loaded function. Okay, here we will access our navigation controller, and then we'll hide navigation bar. Set navigation bar hidden equals false, we don't want to hide it, and animated equals false, no need animation. Show navigation bar for my friends page. Okay, so we can now test it. We can now test it out to see how it actually works. Okay, so that is our home page. So as you see, friends and see all are aligned. It's a center alignment for as per the vertical orientation. So I go to see all, then the navigation bar is shown. When I come back, it's hidden, showing and hidden. In order to avoid this jump, we can make it animated true. So for the better transitioning, for the My Friends View Controller and for the Home View Controller. And the last moment for this video, I would like now to program the appearance of our remove button. So that one will be first loading function, which is await from nib. Okay, so that is a home view controller. I click see all, and now it is actually better. Okay, excellent. So let's now program the appearance of the remove button. So we will down with the appearance of our My Friends View controller. Okay, so we will create a border. It must be looking like delete button. Let border equals to CA layer, opening close round bracket. Then let's write border dot border width equals 1.5. Then we've got border dot border color equals to UI color dot light gray and dot CG color. Then we are writing border dot frame equals to CG rect, open the round bracket, select the method with the x width and height, x0, y0. The width will be remove button dot frame dot width. The height will be remove button dot frame dot height. Okay. Then we need to add this border to the button. So we write remove button dot add remove button dot layer dot add sub layer. This is the border which we've created, border. Then we need to corners be rounded. So we write remove button dot layer dot corner radius equals 3. So then we need to bound it. We need to bound this mask. So we write remove dot layer dot masks to bounds equals true. Okay, so here we are creating the border or stroke, or you want to call it as you wish, or frame for the remove button. It's very simple. Here we created a constant which will store some potential frame. Then we'll declare the border width, then the border color, then the size of the frame, which will be equals to width of the button and height of the button. Then we will add this to the button. Then we will make the corners rounded, and then we will mask it to bound so it can have an immediate effect and show us with the rounded corners. So I'll now build and run our application, and now everything works fine. Once we will download our first friends, then we could see even the borders. Okay guys, so that is it. Now let's go and download all the users. Let's go and do this.